Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Oh. Get that out of there. Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty-Rants, and if I was the Flash, then I wouldn't make my box office numbers and I'd barely break even, but this ain't that. I did run here though, across my apartment from my room, and then here to the living room, because I can't find my chapstick. So I got to use one of my regulars. That has nothing to do with what we're talking today. Glasses off, not the lighting for it. Mabu, hey everybody. We're talking about Drag Race Philippines. Okay, real tea. I'm actually recording my reaction for Drag Race Brazil right now. I told y'all, like, I've had barely any sleep. My insomnia has been just gross. I go to bed super early. Like, my body's like, shut down. And then I wake up at 3 a.m. and I sit and stare at the ceiling, like, what's going on? I end up on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. So I'm tired, but I'm alive and well, and I hope you are as well. And I thank you so much for tuning in today. Drag Race Philippines is on the menu. It is season 2, and you already know it's episode 7. It's the makeover challenge. So much good happened in this episode. I have nothing, not one thing to say negative today. Not a single thing. No jokes, no kinds of, whatever banter you want to call it. I don't need someone sending me a message about why they're unsubscribing and me responding with I don't care. But this is going to be that episode today. Like, do what y'all need to do on a real note, but please subscribe. Like, don't be rude like that guy earlier this morning. But seriously, we're talking about Drag Race Philippines. It is a makeover challenge. This was one of my favorite episodes. I don't really care for makeover challenges. To me, it's like nothing. But something about the Golden Gays, something about the queens with their Golden Gays that they had this episode, the chemistry was palpable, the love was in the air, and I was reminded of my own grandmother in a sense, and I got very emotional this episode. I did post the reaction, so check it out. But yeah, this episode had me in tears. It had me in tears at one moment, and I blame Ovi. I blame Ovi. I blame Ovi because when they were talking about we're gonna get there in a second. When they were talking about him, it reminded me of my grandmother and the way that they smile. Oh, I was like, no, I had all my feelings come back. It was emotional. I was sobbing in my reaction. I couldn't help it. Because I was like, Jesus Christ, I hope to live that long. What was the age again? It was 93, 94? My God, Madonna. That's what I'm talking about here. We have to respect our elders and where we came from, regardless of how I throw my opinion to the table and tell you how I feel and say if you can't say anything or not. You should always know that this show is for entertainment purposes only. And it should never be taken any other way. And if it does, that's for you and not for me. So let's go ahead and get my social medias together here. Just wanted to address the nobody real quick and then continue forward. It's at MattyRants everywhere except for X, which is at the MattyRants. You can find that all in the description down below. If you grab a branch and you eat some fruit, it's Mativia. It's a little bit of a gas. It can be kind of a poop. I do have merch available at dragqueenmerch.com, so go ahead and check that out. Also, if you would like to, check out my Patreon. I do reactions over there for as low as $1 a month, 280 plus videos. This episode is available for your consumption now, so check it out. Also, moving in and moving forward and moving on, bookable on Cameo for special requests. Shout out to everybody that I sent a little bit of love this September who sent a request. I hope you got it and I hope you loved it. And anybody else want anything from me? I got you. Don't send me something like fart in the camera. I'm not going to do that. That would be OnlyFans, Maddie. We're not there yet. Maybe, I don't know. No, shame is almost out the door. You would think I have none, but no, I have shame. I'm a Christian. But yes, check me out in all those spaces and places. I appreciate y'all for tuning in today, and I thank you so much for being here. I wanted to give Allison some love. I've been knowing Allison for a good minute. Hey, baby, I'm glad to see you here. Been subscribed since 7K, and now we're at 22 something. Look at that. See what I'm talking about? Listen, the way I'm going to keep it always how I feel, regardless of how I come off. And sometimes it cannot be attractive, and other times it can be the sweetest thing ever. But I'm always going to be me, and I'll come back stronger each and every time. With that being said, disclaimer, this is for you, sir, and anybody else that feels some kind of way. You can't comment anyways, you're blocked. The program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individual, or wigs. And all opinions expressed by MattyRants and program participants are so their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program. So please don't be rude, and if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this, consume some Activia and have yourself a good poot. It's not that difficult. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. I wish it were harder. Then it would make sense sometimes when I read some of the things that I see. But when it doesn't, you just get deleted. And that's just how we keep it here, because this space is for family only. And you know how it is. I'm always up for conversations and I'm always up for debates. But when it comes to a level when I already know what's going on and I'm fully aware of background stuff, there is no argument. There is no debate. And nothing in my mouth that comes out after that should be affecting you so deep. If it is, sensitive you are, and sensitive you will be. God bless each and every one of you, no matter what I say and no matter how I make you feel. I wish you all nothing but the best of love, and I'm going to keep it at that from now on, Queen. From now on. The things I see, and I hope you get, if you don't jump, like, who is this for? Not for me. Sounds like it's for you. So I'm telling you, I'm going to just keep being me, and I'm going to keep saying what I got to say. I own my crap when I own it and when it's time to. But when I know my stuff, I will not be moved. And that's on that. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and get to this episode today. Again, wishing you so well. Wishing you nothing but love. I hope that's the message you receive from this. And that one thing that is said doesn't throw you off. My birthday is not this weekend. It is the following weekend, as this weekend is going to be the 17th. And that is not my birthday. That is still Virgo season. So this 17th, I will not be doing a panel. The panel will not be in commission, as well as the next following Sunday, which will be my birthday, because I'll be doing a special birthday live that morning. The panel will be back the following Sunday, which will be in October on the 1st. Okay? You don't have to go nowhere, but stay here. We got other videos and other things and other shows to cover. But that piece of cake video will be coming out before the end of September. I'm still working on some things. Some of the files were corrupted last night, and it kind of ticked me off a little bit. I told you I've been working on this thing. But give me a moment. We're getting there, right? I have a lot going on my plate. My birthday's coming up, but there's way too much happening on top of it. So it's like I'm trying to juggle my personal life, my health, on top of like getting ready to do something for my birthday, because I really want to have a good birthday. And I think I am going to have it. I'm putting that positive energy into the atmosphere. And I hope you put it in there for me too. So if you do want to drop a tip in my jar, some people have sent me some birthday love already. Or if you want to send me just a little love just for hosting today, you may be bored at home. You may be at your job and there ain't nothing going on. It's a slow day, whatever's going on. You may be just waking up in the Philippines right now. Mabu, hey, bitches. Okay. Or it could just be just because you want to listen. Drop a little tip in my jar. It's much appreciated. It is not necessary for your participation today or in this chat, but it's certainly appreciated. Shout out to Pickles Cage. Earlier today, they sent me some love on Cash App. I want to make sure I give you love here on YouTube, because I was on Instagram on the live. And if you catch me sometimes on Insta, you get a little bit of more personal day with me. But it's paypal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, Venmo MattyRants. That is September 24th. That is my birthday, the 24th. 2-4. Okay. And it's on a Sunday, and it is Beyonce's second leg of the Houston run. I got my tickets. I don't care if I'm up top. I don't care if I'm in my nosebleeds. I don't care if I'm all the way in the front. I'm just going to be happy to be in the building specifically for that day. And I hope whatever else happens that day is amazing. I want to be inebriated and just have a really good time. I don't care how much I eat. Diet be damned, all of it. Okay. So that's how I'm feeling. But we're going to go ahead and get to Drag Race Philippines. Got to once again give this episode so much love. I was also gagged to see the commercial for next week. I said, Pan? My sister Pangina Heels? My Judy Pangina Heels? My friend Pangina Pan? How dare Jiggly and Pangina be on the same program at the same time like this? I am going to be so hyped next week. And Jiggly was going in too, so I was like, oh my God, something happened. I need to hear this. Oh, y'all know how I feel about my sister Pan. So I was so excited. Breathe, stretch, shake, let it go. All right. Let's get into this episode today. Again, all the Mabu Hays in the world to each and every single one of you. I appreciate you for being here. And again, take care of yourselves no matter what's going on, no matter how you feel about me, honey. I still send you love. Don't care how mad you are at me. Reddit, the rest of it, don't care. Continuing forward, it's twinning the sequel. Twinning the sequel. So I'm moving so fast through this one because pew pew, like we can just talk about the really great notes of this episode, get to the runway, and then discuss what was a great decision to be made after a great choice in an elimination the previous week. But Dee Marie Holiday is gone, and captivating Cat has a sigh of relief that nobody is basically assassinated. Well, anywho, there is not someone that knows her there that is consistently doing this. So maybe we'll get a completely different room and atmosphere, possibly. But, it is what it is, right? But it is the top 6 Bernie. Not talking about Sanders, Arizona Brandy on the rocks. OV because she is. And we love her. Miss Jade so, because I love Miss J. She's amazing to me. I love her. Don't take my mimic as anything sort of being rude. No, I live. That's why I have that voice down. Ma. Like, I've got it because I live. She gives me so much life. She's emotional as hell and she is cancer down. She's a cancer down. But I understand her from my empathy point of view. Hannah Beshe is one of my favorite people on this cast. I really hope that when she watches this back like she's doing now, she understands that there's some love for her and it's real. Because she's like one of the realest ones on this cast and like very relatable, all of that kind of stuff. I really did enjoy this. Try refreshing. My signal's fine over here. And then over here, we've got captivating Cat. Listen, once again, let's see what is going to happen for you for the rest of the competition. You got 2 badges. You are that girl right now, and I believe it. So, okay, I'm putting that dark face aside. Yeah, I'm putting your Grace Jones over here, captivating Cat. I'm going to try to watch this rest of the season without making jokes. Forgive me if I'm feeling froggy one day. But, again, this is good casting right now. This is a good top 6, and I appreciate it because I don't know if we're going to get any drama really going forward, but the girls have already kind of went through the fire, and I believe it'll be a top 4 situation. So it's giving that kind of energy right now, right? So after all of that's done, Mama Pow rolls up in here confusing me with this outfit. God bless her, though. It looks expensive. Custom for sure. Want to like it, but I have a lot of thoughts because it's white. So now I really have even more, and it's the boots, which I think are cute, but I'm like the shorts are throwing me, and the top looks like it goes with pants, and I don't for some reason I have questions, but I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, sure. I couldn't do a wild card. I didn't. I like it when she gives me a good nasty pant. For me and shorts are weird. That's how I'll keep it. So you're not like, Maddie, this is ugly. No, I'm just weird with shorts. And then a knee high. Because the top of it is giving me everything. This waist up, I'm like, oh, this is about. I hate shorts like that. That's just. It's giving no rump. And I like a short that holds a booty. I know all about it because I buy anything that holds this ass. Okay. Anywho, I thought that there was a really funny moment between the queens and Mama Pow, but it was really Cat that said the joke. When Mama Pow's like, "Is there something on my face?" And then Cat's like, "Makeup." Then she rolled her eyes. Nah. This is natural, hun. You gotta love these moments and interacting with these queens. Even today, Mama Pow, I gotta talk about you real quick. Paulo Ballesteros, let me talk about you, sis. You were crying this week. I felt your emotions were real and I appreciated that. Sometimes watching other shows, when it gets a little deep and it doesn't seem reciprocated, we don't feel that same energy and feeling sometimes. And I felt today that you were in it with this episode. This wasn't no just run by, walk through, and never thought that of you. But just today in general, like even when you were at Ovi's table and you had to find the tissues because you were like, "Oh no, this ain't gonna work. Oh, bitch, I'm about to sob in front of these people." But I felt you getting emotional with everybody today, and it was received upon me, and that's why I think also made this episode really good. But y'all, Norvina from Anastasia Beverly Hills, the one who's making this happen with the year's supply of makeup in that part. Of course, when it comes to these makeover challenges, I'm recognizing that Norvina is going to pop up on the screen because she did the same thing for Australia. Excuse me, Down Under encompasses too. Down Under. And then also, what other show? I think France. Wasn't Norvina in that one? Oh, no, they have MAC. Theirs is MAC Cosmetics. What was the other one that we saw that she was in? Too much drag. Oh, was it Mexico? Oh my God, my brain. It's like I'm thinking of everything that's just happened in the last couple of months. I'm like, there's too many. Let's just say she's there a lot. It was Mexico. I was right. Okay, cool. Thank you, Raphael. My brain was losing it. I was like, wait, which one was it? I'm like, no, that's Mac for France. Parlez-vous français, le Mac. Okay. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Purpleita. Thank you, Raphael. I appreciate it. I was like, what? My brain gave away. Flew away another day. This mini challenge is traumatic. It is diabolical. It is horrible. You're giving them 5 minutes with their Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. Like, and look at Ovi's. Look at all them colors. I need that palette, Norvina. I need it. I need that palette. Actually, I'll take all of them. I have a palette from Anastasia. Ooh, as a matter of fact, because I like to give receipts. Okay, that was a good one. Ooh. I told you I'm trying to get this knee better because I hurt my knee, and now I'm starting to be able to go up the stairs without losing my ow, that hurts. It's still a tinge of pain, but it's dulled down now. It's getting less and less and less every day. I just have to move my leg. So I've been working on every day to help. But anyhow. So, the girls got it. And just so we're clear, which ones I've been digging into. There you go. There you have it. Now I got my Anastasia palette. And it's a cute one too. She loves it. This is not a paid promotion. But by the way, Anastasia, let's take off. Juvia's Place. Jake was trying to get me with y'all, but you wasn't trying to think it's all a black content girl. Anywho, I felt some kind of way. No, I didn't. But yes, so these queens, I wish I had a brush so I could just do this challenge with y'all right now. Wait, can I find a brush real quick and do a quick? No, I don't want to look crazy for the rest of the episode. Let me stop. I almost want to be like, type 1 if you want me to do a quick 5-minute mini. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because I need to go get something to eat after today. Excuse me, after this video. Well, after I film the rest of the Brazil episode. Yeah. No, because I need to go get something to eat afterwards. And I don't want to have to clean my face. Nope. Don't even do it. We'll do that for another time. We'll give myself a quick challenge for that. I'll make me and Jamar do it. So that way we're competing and see who has the better face in 5 minutes. It'll be great practice. But yes, no, we're not gonna no. Maddie's gotta go get food after this. I cleaned my kitchen. I am not cooking. That is the rule. The day the kitchen is clean, and I'm talking about sink, counters, cabinets, cabinets, stove. I ain't cooking today. Not gonna happen. Peasley can go get you dinner, not on this side of town. Listen, but they had a small mirror that they had to work with here. And the thing is that some of these palettes, okay, so I have questions. Because I thought to myself, are they sure this is the challenge? Because some of the palettes that they were holding, I don't know if they had mirrors in it. And that's what I was looking at because, see, my palette has a mirror. Maybe they still had this on there so they wouldn't be able to see it because I don't like to use this. Like, bitch, I need light. Like, I need industrial lighting on my face so I can see what the hell's going on. But yeah, these come with a mirror. So maybe this was still on there. I gotta ask Jiggly. Oh, if she's allowed to tell me. If she's allowed to tell me. I'm thinking it's removed. I don't know why I was like, maybe that's not on there. I don't know. I was like, maybe. But we'll see. I still wouldn't have cared if it was on there because that's still like tough to do. Like, bitch, here's the palette. Do your face in 5 minutes. Lego. I love I can see the face heart red shapes. Let me pull up my actual YouTube so I can really see when y'all do these emoticons because they're cute. Ooh, turn this down. I was watching my Karina Kaboom video in the morning like I always do. You know, getting the girl world universe information since she's one of the ones that breaks it down best. One of them, not all of them. She's not the only one, but she's one of them. Hold on to your love. Membrillo, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you, babes. Hold on, let me highlight you. Heaven's name are you. Maddie, why do you think the second season of the International seemed to always be the one to beat? I mean, you want to do this with All Stars too? Honey, the sequel is always great. I'm that movie watcher where the majority of the time the sequel is always better than the original, but the original is still going to be that girl. For example, now I'm going to the movie universe with my podcast. Alien, excellent movie, perfection. One of the best movies to be ever made, ever. Period. It's on a list. Go look it up. It's on the list, like top 30 movies ever. Whatever, something like that, right? But Aliens is that girl. That sequel was the one. It also was like almost the gayest one too, because Ripley had cut her hair. Mama got in that machine and said, "Get away from her, you bitch." We still quote it. More action. It was bigger. Terminator, another example. Terminator, first movie, a lot going on, right? That second one, Terminator 2, Judgment Day, that girl. Just saying. Sometimes the sequels don't do better. Sometimes it's a little tougher. Maybe it's not as easy of a sell, but more people end up always going to go see that sequel more than not. Yes, like I will hold that. I'm gonna hold that opinion. I'm gonna hold it. So for us, like the second season, we're already coming off of a high from the first. And then when we see the cast and we're already hyped for the cast because we're like, ooh, 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 even with drama that's happening with the cast. Once the first 2 or 3 episodes happen and we all can agree, this is good. We're okay. And that's why I think the second seasons are always the best. I will say there are moments where it can be a crap sandwich, like Down Under, where the bread is shit, but the middle is excellent. 2 was amazing, but 1 and 3 can shove it, as far as I'm concerned. Others may feel differently, but that's where I'm at with it. I mean, Espana, that's a little different, right? Because that was a 1, 2, what the fuck? No shade, but a little bit. Yeah, Spawny is a little different. You saw the sequel was great for that one. The second one was good. The first one was excellent. The second one was great. But that third went a little weird. But that's just how it kind of is for me when I look at this. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hit that like button if you would for me, please. He was in Covenant. That was like a 7th installment. That doesn't count. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. I see your chat. Thanks for becoming a part of my Rant Pack family. Hit the like button if you would for me, please, and drop a tip in my jar if you feel like it. It's paypal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $7rants, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Thanks for tuning in. Let's continue on with this show. So Bernie was given the win, the W, because Bernie wasn't even at the mirror, not once. She sat on the ground and did her face. Now, I barely saw her pick up the pallets. I was watching her like go in and do her own thing too. So I thought to myself, Bernie's got this one in the bag, because clearly for them not to even have the time to be in that little mirror and still have the most clean face, it is what it is. Now, BJ Pasquale's BJ Pasquale was doing this mini challenge photo shoot today, not as a guest judge, but there to take photos. And these are a couple of the shots. This is Ovi. Mama Pal was so dragging everybody. Arizona Brandy. Well, some people were being artistic and wanted to look beat up, you know? But look, Bernie's giving this is giving Tinder picture. This is like the 4th picture. Okay. I'm telling you, it's like, 5'1". It's like 20 miles away. I'm assuming INFJ. I don't know. I may be wrong. I was like, Bernie's kind of giving. This is 5 minutes. It's a quick beat. She said, baby, if I have to get wild and powed, damned and slammed, thrown against the wall and told I'm that girl, okay? I'm only came here to dance, Ebony. That tease, all right? She gonna be able to put that bug on real quick before she get on the bus or take a ride or get picked up by the oops. She gonna be fine. It's giving ENFJ. Listen, I'm telling you. For those of you who are considering online dating, if I'm going to give you a recommendation as somebody who currently is there, it's successful for me right now as far as dating is concerned and continuous conversation, Hinge. And you want to know who recommended Hinge for me? Blake. So, because I was telling them my issues with online dating, and Blake was like, try Hinge. It's a little bit more clear, concise, and they're a little bit deeper in getting to know people. And it's a lot less about hooking up than the mother apps, which Tinder has been turning into. And that's why I deleted my Tinder. So I would recommend it if you're like, I'm looking for love, Maddie, and I have a question and you don't want to pay a $10 Cameo. Here you go. Get some Hinge. Be honest on your Hinge. You would be surprised who hits you up. Okay? You'd be surprised. Be honest. And don't give them your phone number immediately. From experience, do not give your phone number immediately. Or if you have a fake number, you know what I'm talking about. Aha, download that app. You know what's up. Get your Google. Use that. Don't attach it to an email with your name in it, though. You're welcome. I get weird in front of people. And in person, I'm a little bit of I get kind of like that, especially if I find someone attractive. So for me, Hinge works better because I can talk to them from a distance and then I build up my courage through that. But I would not be opposed to meeting somebody in person. That would be excellent. It's just, I'm in Texas. So if I stand still, they'll take me home. All right. I thought Hannah was about to do some music. I said, go ahead, Hannah Beshe and the what is the Anna Beshe and the hold on. I'm not gonna say the DDs because they can't be trusted. Ooh. Now, Cat apparently got into a fight. I would assume this is how she feels after, Jay dragged her in the puppet challenge. I'm playing. I'm kidding. Just came from your Patreon reaction. Awesome. I'm going to try not to cry during this because I know the people can't stand when I'm a crier. I'm an emotional guy. Hinge is not available in the Philippines. Gag. The next time I take a survey, I'm going to say you do not have enough international reach. And I'm going to mention the Philippines, Sanchez. Really? That's crazy. Y'all need some Hinge. Hinge is good. I like Hinge. It's less chaotic. Way less chaotic. I love how every progressive week we get more and more reminders that Kaka has been in fights before. I mean, she wants you to know, not her age, but that she swings low. Sweet Chariot. I would name that. I would use that song, huh? Jade was giving, but only one eye. If I'd say Jade needed maybe 2 more minutes. If she had that lash on here, she'd been set to go. She'd been set to go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But Birdy won. That's 20,000 pesos to burn. I'm so happy for Birdy. Bernie's one of my favorites for sure on the show. She's just such a good spirit. I love her. But the Maxi challenge today, because they talked about Golden Girls and RuPaul's riddles and rhymes and whatever the hell she wants to use today. But the Maxi challenge has them making over the Golden Gays. And the Golden Gays is a group of LGBTQIA plus community members who are living out in the Philippines. I believe specifically there may be other groups that are like this in other countries, areas, this, that, and the other, right? But the Golden Gays is this group of people in that community who may not have family that can take care of them at the time, or they are alone in their life currently right now and are seeking community and fellowship and want to be around others. And they offer services, of course, to help them through certain things that they need and this, that, and the other. It's a really good program and a really good, for me, it's like I get emotional thinking about that because I already have in my mind, like, what's going to happen when I get older? Let's say I don't have a partner. And like, am I going to be sitting over here in my age, like by myself? Because I don't plan on having children to come take care of me. And sometimes children don't come and take care of people. You know what I'm saying? That part. Or other family members because they don't want to be burdened, or maybe they don't agree with your lifestyle. And a lot of these people who are in this group came from a certain time when it was even more taboo and it was a lot harder being in that community, especially something like, say, trans women at the time, gay, LGBTQI, you know, the rest of it. We didn't even have all that alphabet set up to, you know what I'm saying? Silhouette talked about last season, Jermaine Tucker, the paper dolls. And the Golden Gays were mentioned also through this process here. And what we find out is that one of these queens, and it's the one that Bernie picked, she was a former paper doll. When she said she performed as Diana Ross, I already knew. And I just let it go. I'm not even going to lie. I already knew, and I just said, I'm gonna let it go. The moment she said, I have done Diana Ross, I said, Lord, child, if Cat had did this, I know this baby did too. And I'm just gonna let it go. I'm just gonna let it go. I've already, you know what hill I'm on already with that. There is no need for me to go on any further. These is a whole other category of people, so I'm gonna just let that go. Let it go. And she said, I said, oh my God, I already know. I said, I already know. But let's meet these wonderful people who I was so happy to get to know through this episode today. And you can like totally be there. Thank you, David. I hope so. Because I got a lot of baggage with me. I feel like I'm a Mary J. Blige song when it comes to dating. And I'd be like the MJB album, Mary J. Blige. Oh, that's funny. I'm sorry. Now the song's playing in my head. Let's meet these people. David, damn you for that comment. That got me to think about that song immediately. All right, this is Ampering. I hope I have that correct. They are the former Paper Doll member who are in the Golden Gaze now, and they did Diana Ross. Now, and I'm not shading them. I need you to hear me. I need y'all to hear me with this one, because for those of you who watch my reaction, who did I say she reminded me of? Please. And then when she said Diana Ross, I'm like, oh my God, I made a connection. No shade. This is not shade. Please hear me with this one. Who did I say she gave me? I was like, girl, she reminds me of Sharon. This is before she made any statement. I said, reminds me. I didn't say look. I said, reminds me of. Because she was giving pageant presentation when she had stepped up already. Beautiful soul here. But I said, girl, she reminds me a little bit of Sharon. And then from behind, she gave me Rita Bag. Because I was like, it's the same body type and all that. I said, oh, okay. And when she said that, I was like, God damn it. That was literally my reaction. I said, oh, so I was right. Moving forward. She's a sweetheart. Let's get into it, okay? Moving on to the rest of everybody else. Evangeline Pasquale. Okay, listen, hold on. I love how everybody was stepping up. Hold on. Listen, I love how everybody was stepping up. They were all like, hello, Mama Pie. I said, yeah. I'm here for it. It was like everyone got sassier as they went because first, Miss Mama up in the front, she had gave the whole like boom, boom, boom. And remember, Mama Pal was like, we need a motto too. So it's like, oh, we have to give a catchphrase as well. Oh, okay, work. Should have told them hoes earlier. They would have had ones ready to go. I mean, they already did, but it was good to go. But yeah, Evangeline is gorgeous and sweet. I was really here for her. Madonna gagged me. I would have never guessed they were in their 90s. Honey, we're going to eat. I know. You had breakfast earlier. We're on a diet, remember? That's why you can actually eat the fatty food today because you had a diety breakfast today. You had eggs and you had oatmeal and you had coffee. My tummy wants to get the fattest of foods and I'm debating on what to get. I need something greasy. But yes, Madonna is in their 90s. It was like, I think 93. I was like, where? Who? I wouldn't have clocked it. I mean, a little shuffle step, would tell you different, but no, I would not have clocked that at all. I was like, what? Lord, may I live to be that age. May I get close to living to be that age. May I be blessed and fortunate enough to see that much of my life. I'm telling you. I was like, wow. Sancho, thank you so much for this. Period. We used to do an annual Golden Gaze outreach to provide hygiene supplies. For thank you. They always prepare a pageant, very entertaining. I love this. That's so cute. I remember Bernie had mentioned that she said she had performed for them before and did some work with them as well. So I just love that's included with the community, and it's something that y'all are holding the traditions forward on and respecting and showing that love to the elders because they are still people. They are not, burdens on society. They are still living and thriving in people that should be, respected and taken care of. Now, unless they on some other shit, but that's not what we're talking about today, right? 124 in the room. Hit that like button, please. Drop a tip in my jar if you feel like it. I appreciate you for being here. Let's go. Trisha. Trisha is definitely the girl. Trisha is definitely the girl. She already had her hair wrapped. The scarf was on. It was the way she was like, no, I got this. I am the beauty. I know I look good. I say her. I was here for Trisha. She better. I had noticed something. I think it's the last person that we're going to talk to who's like in their 40s. And I thought to myself, what are they doing there? That's not old. And then I thought to myself, well, Matt, it could be that there isn't any family left and it's just them. And when I tell you it took me out myself, I got very emotional thinking about these people and their stories and listening to the conversations that were happening here. Carmen Delarue, this is the one who had me crying today. Sorry, I have to move on from this picture. I am reminded of my grandmother for some reason when I see Carmen, and it's really hard to look at her. It's that smile every time, and it really chokes me up. Oh, I said I wasn't going to do it. It's that smile. It reminds me of my grandmother Elizabeth. It just, oh, I get emotional for all of them. It's oh, my memories were just filling. I'm watching y'all who saw my reaction saw it, but there's this one point when my memories, I'm talking about blood. And it was just a lot of stuff I just remember about my grandmother and like the funeral and her last. I saw my grandmother a week before she passed away, which reminded me when I saw my mother. I saw my mother like what, for 4 months before she passed away, and I still remember my last words to each of them. So it was like just really difficult to hear because my grandmother came and lived with us at one point in time when I was very young. And my grandmother had diabetes, which is why y'all have seen me be very adamant about my no sugar, less sugar, because I was pre-diabetic last year and I beat that, and I'm now no longer pre-diabetic. It runs my family. But I watched my grandmother lose all of her limbs. I watched her go blind. I watched her lose her hearing in one ear. My grandmother had like I think 15, 16 kids. So like it, like every time we went to her house, it was like this giant family. And it's something I don't experience now because since my grandmother's passed, since my mom's passed, everything is just so different with my families now, right? But those were my times of understanding family and love and growth and this and that. And of course, nothing on the deep levels of what's your sexuality, Matthew, but it was very different at that time. And I remember nothing but love for my grandmother. I remember one time I walked in on her and my aunt Essie, um, and she was taking her leg off. And I had never seen that before, and I lost my shit. It was so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. I just remember the scream and me leaving, and I was like, "Oh my god, grandma's leg is gone!" Like I was lost it, and I remember her being rolled to me, and my dad's like, "Say you're sorry," and I was like, "I'm sorry for screaming." She goes, "It's okay. See, it's nothing," and she popped it off real quick and all that. My grandmother was amazing. I love her. So yeah, this was a tough episode to get through, and shout out to everybody. Shout out to those Lolas out there. Shout out to grandmothers and grandfathers and all that kind of stuff. I do miss spending a lot of time with my family, but we're not the same. It's okay. I'm good with it. Back to this episode. I'm gonna try to get through this. I know. I know. Goodness gracious. Whew. I need to call my dad today. See, that's that kind of this kind of stuff that makes me want to do. Like call family and be like, "Oh, is everybody okay?" Except for those brothers who are assholes right now. Like they can go on somewhere. They owe me apologies. Anywho, I'm gonna keep my grudge. Birdy won the mini challenge, so she gets to pick who goes with who, and she gets to pick the person for herself. As you can see, based off of everybody's connections, she really just put it with whoever she thought was best for who. Forgive me if I don't have everybody's names fully here. Carmen was the one I kind of locked in from the episode based off of every time I saw them, it was like, whoo, stop. We're back in Huntsville, Alabama. To relax. You know what I'm saying? But like let's just go through each individual. As I'm telling you, Sharon and Rita, I'm telling you, telling you. Tell me that ain't that ain't her. Bernie got the right one because Mama's a showgirl just like her. Find out even through the episode, like when it comes to why she's there, you know, she's lost touch with most of her family. Her sister sends her money every now and then, but you know, she's found this family through the Golden Gaze, and she's been a showman all of their life, and that was their thing with their own family. And Bernie could relate to that. So again, I was really happy with these pairings today. And while we didn't deep dive into everybody, like Hannah's relationship with their you know, Golden Gay, that wasn't really too much, you know, upon. We got to have little moments of them being very sweet. I think they really you know, what's the word I'm looking for here? They really focus on the ones that you could tell, while everybody connected, the ones that it was very on the emotional side. Maddie, the reason why we celebrate you is because you are emotional. We love you for it. We feel emotionally connected to you. Never apologize for that. I can't apologize if my emotions hurt anybody. Because sometimes I can get in my feelings about certain things, and then how I then convey how I feel can come off a little bit harsh sometimes. It's never meant to be malicious, though. And that I've understood through prayer and also me sitting down with myself and my therapist. And I can recognize that when someone's like, you, it's like, that's about you, babe, not about me. Because I'm just doing me, right? But I also can still apologize in the same breath and go, but you may not have been able to receive me at this point. So, and that's just my empathy, regardless of how people feel. You know what I'm saying? Like I will feel bad about it, but I have to move forward. I can't sit there and go, well, I'll just be no, I'll still be me, but I'll feel bad about it because I never want to do that. I never want to do that, but it happens. So I appreciate you all for receiving that. And I've met David before, so that also feels special because we've had a physical interaction and you understand me a bit. Hell, that was when New York Drag Con was still a thing. So yeah. We'll be live for the rest of the week, Crash. I'm going through a weird insomnia bit right now where my sleep schedule is all jacked up and editing videos is going to take many of hours to do. And I'm already like doing this with my brain. So we're going to finish out this week with live videos, and then next week it'll be different because that's birthday week coming up. So I'm going to be really focused. All right, moving forward here. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button, drop a tip if you feel like it. It's me, Matty-Rants. La la. Now, Cat. At first I was like, oh Lord, she about to put this lady through it. She wanted to dress, and Cat said, Oh goodness, it was so funny. She said, we're gonna do what I want to do. That's my little sister now. I said, Cat, are you telling us how old you are? No, we Googled you, girl. We know how old you are. You're fine. But she said, I'm gonna take the mother role here because she want to be a little submissive, docile child. You're gonna put her where I want her to put her. It was still cute though. I was here for it. It was a little light. Oh, this was so cute. It's Arizona working on her face, working on Madonna's face, and she's falling asleep. And she's like, I don't want to wake her, so I'm just like, keep it. I thought that was hella relatable. I feel like that. I feel like some people here, maybe in this chat, have painted an older relative before and they've started to fall asleep a little bit, but you're like, nah, we just gonna keep on paying because they're comfortable. They're comfortable. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. I was like, okay, this is too cute. It's Arizona, like, I don't want to wake her because she looks brown girl. Oh, goodness. That was great. That was great. Bravo, production. Also, Drag Race Philippines, be prepared. I'm going to be giving this show some love for that lip sync. The camera work for that lip sync was top tier. That camera went wee and wee. I said, oh, I love this. And yes, Bernie, and yes, Ovi, for eating that camera alive and then getting right back to the judges again. You did not give it too much time. You said, I'm going to give you this. And then boom, right back to that lip sync was right on God. We're going to get there soon. Best one of the season. I was hyped watching that. I was like, this is giving budget. I kind of wish Drag Race would do that here. Like, oh. Bernie was chewing, honey. Chewing. I had to zoom in on a couple of parts, but all right, let's try not to cry, but it may happen again. I thought this was a cute moment between Jade. Hold on a second. Jade, I'm not gonna read you, child, but when I tell you, when you came out in your outfit with your baby, with your golden girl, I was like, now how did Caitlyn Jenner's titties get thrown into this mix up? They're so wide and spread far apart. It's like they're darting off into other directions. I thought she was Mrs. Garrison's titties for just 2 seconds. Girl, I was like, y'all have to walk close together, please. They just went in their own directions. I thought they were 2 testicles for a second. We'll get there. I thought it was cute though. It was still fun. But I just kept thinking of so many jokes. I was like, girl, it feels like Mrs. Garrison just walked through the door. Hey, fellas. I was like, what is happening? And then it just gave this a wide divide. And I look at this. Mama Power Shady. Did you like your makeover? You know why you asked that question, girl. Don't play that. So yeah, I think Carmen reminds me of my grandma. This If y'all didn't notice this, and I did get a screenshot of this, I want to show you something real quick because Maddie was paying attention today. Because you know how Ovi was like, I have to speak louder? I want to show you something. Where is it? Where is it? Did I put the screenshot in? Oh my God, tell me I put this. I didn't put it in. No, there's a whole shot. Oh, okay. So let me explain it. I'm sorry. I took a screenshot. It's not here. I'm not doing my job. So these two together, isn't it interesting how Bernie and Ovi were like top two and they're already sitting next to each other? Empering, excuse me if I got that wrong, was talking to Ovi right before Mama Pal walked out the room. And I noticed that she put her hand to her ear like this and was talking to Ovi. Ovi, you know you my friend. Hey friend, hit me up if this is true. Did she tell you that she was hard of hearing so you would already know what was up? And that way it was like, okay, we can be clear with our communication here because I clocked it. I was like, oh, she told you what the tea was. She's like, oh, she can't hear very well. So you're going to have to speak up. They got each other. Catch the golden gaze now. I clocked it. I was like, okay. I was like, oh. Ring. Okay, that's what I was doing. I was ringing it. Well, not ringing it. I was ringing it. Am paring. Like that? Did I pull it in right? Am paring. Like paring. Am paring. I'm thinking too hard. Okay. Crash. Thank you for the tippy poo on Cash App. Some Starbucks money. Yup. Ooh, I can get a free white chocolate mocha. They made fun of that in a video recently. It's not coffee. It's not, but it's caffeine. You want to know who I listen to who speaks Tagalog on the show? That it's how they talk that I kind of get sort of the cadences like paring. It's Bernie. Like when Bernie talks, I phonetically can hear her. And then when Ovi does it too, yes. I think even Arizona Brandy, I hear it really well. Actually, maybe this is just because I've been watching the show so long. I think that would be the better answer. But no, I feel like when I listen to some folks, I hear like the enunciations and certain things. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh, okay. Like brigading. Yeah. Brigading ding 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 ding. I miss season 1. Season 2 is good, but I missed the cast of season 1. That was fun. Season 1 was that girl. Yeah, that was a good time. It was a good time. Well, no, one thing, Crash, before I hit 50, I need to know more than just like 30% of French. You know, so sign language is on the list of things I need to learn. Tagalog, because for sure, like I'm going to be going to the Philippines often if I get money to travel like that, because clearly Philippines is that girl. Okay. I want to go to Thailand. I want to go to Japan. I would like to know more than one language though. I have trouble with languages because I'm a overthinker. So sometimes I'm like, but that doesn't make any sense. And like, it's not, Matt, it's not about making sense. It's how the dialect is. Like, why are you trying to make it into English? That's me with language. I like overthink it. Like, that sounds fine. But yeah, none of my foreign language teachers like gave a fuck. My Spanish teacher hated me. She's like, it's a lost cause. I'm like, no, it's not. Just break it down. And don't expect me to come in the next day and start speaking. Like, Not, you just need to add a nah. I'm already there. Stop. That's funny. I definitely should. But back to Ovi and Carmen. Yeah, this reminded me of my grandma. She couldn't. I told you she lost hearing in one of her ears and only had one ear to hear out of. So we had to speak very loud. We had to speak very loudly. French was easier for me though. I don't know why. I like totally picked that up. When it was Spanish child, and they put them upside down question marks in the front of the sentence. I was like, what? And then the cadences is different, like than how you would say it in English, where it seems like it's backwards. The subject is start, and then it goes from this like, what? What? I kept asking too many questions and it was ruining it. I should just let it go, just let it breathe. And then Portuguese. I'd love to know some Portuguese now. I think it sounds beautiful. When they're talking in Drag Race Brazil, I'd be like, oh, this is kind of hot. I might want to know this. I might want to know a little bit. Because I'm like, oh, it sounds lovely. I'm sorry. I do. You know how I sound like a Texan who found his way in California that threw up in New York and landed in Atlanta. I'm all over the place with my tone enunciations. You know when my Southern comes out, though. But yeah. Ovi was really like talking through with Carmen, and Carmen just was so happy to be that smile is infectious, honey. Very that. Very that. It's like, I just loved all of this today, y'all. I really did. Oh, not my computer about to die. Hold on, bitch. Plug it in, plug it in. I did it. Okay. Me. Oh. Crash, what you doing? You sent an extra cash app? Was that by accident? Because you know sometimes I do a duo. Oh no, it was what the fuck? Oh, that was strange. They gave me like two different notifications. One was with the note, and then one was like, it's now there. Yeah, it was there when they sent the note. That's why I was like, I know. I was like, that doesn't seem like you. That's you see why we did this live. Look at me keeping it hundo. No, you fine. It was only one. It just sent me some random notification. Like, by the way, like, it's already there, babe. Let's keep talking. Mama Pal went to the workroom and got to know all of the Golden Gays and talked with them. And this part was cute. I was like, wait a minute. She said, hold on. When the guest judge was talking about Buenos Dias, Tardis, and Noches, I was like, okay, hold up. Where are we? I said, hold up. Teach me something. Because it's already pesos out there. So I'm assuming, like, very much like you say that, right? Because I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. The coin out there is already the pace. So what's tea? But this was so funny. Like, we do look alike. Mother. So funny, so funny. We find out that good morning, Remy Roo. Good morning, good morning. We find out that Madonna also like Arizona loves a little bit of a cocktail and still drinks too. Baby, let me tell you something. I need to know what that diet was like or what this entire internal, it may just be good genes and a good family tree. I'll tell you that. Bitch, you are how old and you drink often? Ooh, breakfast. What are you having for breakfast? I would love to know. Um, that's cool. Again, it felt like, yes, this actually worked out very well. And everybody who was attached to who they were was the perfect pairing. Madonna's story was kind of sad though, later when they were talking about how they had their parents passed away and you know, none of their family they separated, so they were by themselves, and that their dad you know, it was a really tough time. They ran away from home so they could live their life. And, you know, they were on the streets at one point in time, this, that, and the other. And I'm listening. I'm like, my God in heaven. I got so emotional during that part, listening to Madonna's story. Again, right, Carlotta does not look 93 at all. At all. I would have maybe guessed 70s at the highest of rate. I'd have guessed like actually my dad is 73. And if you saw my dad, you wouldn't think he's 73. I mean, well, we Black, so you already know. I ain't no cracks, but like you wouldn't think my dad is in his 70s. You'd be shocked, actually. Because it's really weird. Because when I see my dad, I'm like, oh Lord, here he go, dressing like a young 50. With his, and it's Ralph Lauren down, you know what I'm saying? Or some like he went to Nordstrom's and got his fit, trying to be all slick and shit with his jeans and loafers and his button down. He gets on my nerves sometimes, but my dad do be dressing like he like one of them slick pimps. But anywho. He dressed like a player. That's the best. That's the best part. He dressed like a player. I'm not. My dad would be like, "No, I don't." Yes, you do. You always look like you're about to do business with somebody. Don't even matter where you at. Like y'all about to do something. But listen, when she came over there with Mama Pow, and we saw Carmen going, "I'm about to give this. I'm about to give this. I'm about to give this." I was like, "Yes, I was here for it." But then this is where, and y'all know how I am with this show, right? Y'all know how I am when there are certain people who I find myself, well, Pisa, Maddie, Matthew, there you go. I find myself attaching myself to. Y'all know I loved Ovi from day one, okay? As well as Bernie and a couple others on the show. I really did like a lot of people on the show since day one. But when Ovi starts sharing this story about their Lola and losing them recently, it's like right before getting on the show, for that matter. I think was one of them, and then another one, right? And it's and Ovi's trying to have the conversation, and she gets emotional. I think that was like my first time seeing her emotional on this level, not on I'm angry because they said my outfit was crap, that kind of level, but a different level. And I related instantly. Again, at one point in time in my life, I was very close with my family. I was always there. We were always doing things together. Not anymore. And those moments I still miss, but there's a lot of damage that's been taking place that needs to be healed, and it's not on my end. And that's the T. It's not on my end. I don't need to apologize for shit. I've done enough of that. It's time for some people to come to me and talk about their issues, because my sexuality is always at the forefront of conversations, unfortunately. So when she's talking about her Lola and she was getting very emotional, and Mama Pow starts crying, and then I see Carmen's face, like even like whenever they're crying, like well, every time I see that smile, I told you it reminds me of my grandma. And it's just hard to look. Oh. Okay. Woo. Move. I gotta move. I was once again moved. Situation. I just every time I see you, Carmen, I freak out. But again, there's a lot of relations happening in the workroom. We talked about this through everybody. Just so much love in the air and so much respect for these elders in the community of the LGBTQIA plus community. All the respect. Hi, I Casey. Thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate you. Remember, I totally asked you what you're eating, and I need to highlight this. Pancit. Okay. Filipino noodles. Okay. Pandesal. Pandesal. Is that Filipino bread? Okay. With coffee, a typical Filipino breakfast. Okay. Work. Can I look this up right now while you have told me so I understand? Okay. Let's see here. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, do you have lime with yours? And can I ask, because I've learned that lime and lemon really do make a dish recently. My taste buds have elevated, especially like with like Mexican cuisine, like a taco, like a street taco with like some onion and cilantro. Honey, squeeze that lime on that bitch right with God. So like, do you do lime on yours? Because this is what popped up. It had a lime on it or whatever. And I've been interested in trying that with more dishes. When I see it presented, I want to like actually eat. Because I've been a picky eater most of my life. But lately I've been like, you know what? If it's on the plate and it's not against my religion, I'm gonna eat it. I've been really trying to be good. 'Cause I feel like I've been missing out on good food. It's a different kind of citrus, so that's not a lime then. Ooh, okay, work. That would you know what, Matt? If you would zoom in, I could tell that's not a lime. I should have zoomed in. It's a kind of citrus. Is it like sour? How do I just how would you describe it? Look at me asking questions. I would like to be educated. I'm interested because when I go out there, you think I'm about to eat some Burger King and shit? Nah, baby. Take me wherever I need to go. What noodle shop we going to? What is the place to be? Is there any halal food? Let's go. I'm that guy. We're on vacation. I'm eating food. I gain weight on vacation. I don't lose weight. I'm there to consume and eat and tip. Okay. I'm here to have a good time and tip the locals, baby. Because when I go to Mexico for this trip in April, bitch, I'm about to have a great time. But I'm also not going to be some ignorant ass while I'm down there. So I do need to bone up on my Spanish a little bit. Muy poquito is what I know. That part. I have moments I connect to other people's families, their moms. Everybody's mom always ends up being my play mother. So it happens. Everyone who I've dated, that's literally been the case. I'm the favorite. I'm a mess, but I'm their favorite because they love that I'm a mess, but also willing to talk and all that kind of stuff. Again, we talked about this before. A lot of these conversations were very emotional, very deep, and I am appreciative of these golden gays, but not just them, but all of our elders in the LGBTQIA plus community. One thing about, and we talk about family here, we're talking about it now, thing that I miss is that when your family gets together, there is normally a storyteller in the family. Believe it or not, I'm not the storyteller in my family. I might be now getting up in my age with my current group of like siblings, cousins, this, that, and the other, because baby, I can recall anything. But like in my family, I have two uncles and one aunt specifically. I'm not gonna put their names out there like that. But like whenever the family gets together and they start to speak, you listen. They're telling a story about your history and where your uncles, where your father, where your mother, where your family all came from. And I'm telling you, it's really sad that in a lot of times that we don't get these stories until they pass. And we're at a funeral. And now we're after the funeral at someone's home eating some food, trying to pull down the emotions that we had because we're trying to celebrate their life. And what we do to celebrate their life is we talk about the good times and we bring up stories that the younger generation do not know about. So I sat there with my brothers and sisters and my cousins who are now all in their 30s or 40s now, which we are in our own families. And we would listen to these stories. And I can still tell you about so many things that happened to my daddy in Alabama. I can tell you about so many things that happened to my mom, my uncles, my grandmother. I have so many stories I have stockpiled into my body, in my brain, in my heart, my soul that have been given to me, but not just me, but my family. And sometimes people don't have those kind of relationships, but I'm telling you, like, if you know what I'm talking about, understanding that relation. And sometimes these stories, because we choose our family, are created in those ways too. Because we may not have that bloodline, that bloodline, that front line, like not that. It's a creation of a family that is something that you create these stories with these good memories. And so that way, when we're at that person's say pass, and then they may not have family there, but their friends who were their family, that's their blood. They're going to talk about the good times. We take those stories, we receive them, we pass it to the next person. Then they take our good stories and they do the same. So for me, this is always emotional. It's always emotional, and I appreciate these moments, and nothing but love to all these people. But love. Let's get into the judges. Khaled Cameron looked good. I said, oh, oh, oh. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. I don't know. I'm in the zone today, and I also, again, this episode moved me, and it reminded me of things that I still cherish regardless of things that have happened in my life. I understand that with time things do change, but at the end of the day, you will always come back to where you came from. And it may not be the best days, it may be the worst of days, but you're still gonna come back. And that happens with me. Yeah, me and my dad don't get along all the time. He doesn't agree about everything in my life, but I still love my father. And it's hard to hate somebody that did put me through hell. But in his own way, in his own kind of way, he has done a lot for me. And so I can't knock that because the bad times were so bad. There are really great memories with my pop. And that's the stuff I'm choosing to cherish right now because my dad's getting older now too. So, and I don't have my mama no more. So you have to start recognizing these things in your life and ask yourselves if you want to hold these grudges or you want to simply move forward. Now, my brother's different story. Not all of them, but some of them. But Pop, that's different. That's different. You know, I get it a little bit going forward now, but you know, you got to take your time with that. Thank you, Street Styles. I want to highlight this. These are the gays here in Manila who are left and was single with no family to take care of. Precious Paula Nicole is helping this organization. She's giving back. Shout out to Precious Paula Nicole, one of my favorite winners. And she used to pop through this chat last season. Still, one of my biggest regrets was not meeting her at DragCon. The moment I got to her booth, I think it was, I don't know if it was her, I forget if it was her mom or aunt. I forget who it was that was there. It was like a whole lot of ladies. But they were like, you just missed her. And I was like, no. And she was going to a panel, and I was literally leaving to catch my flight back to Houston. Her and Victoria Scone regrets not meeting them. Ugh. I got to see Marina and Mincy, but Precious, I wanted to give a hug and be like, go, you did that, bitch. Like, I wanted to give her like coots because I was rooting for her the season. So, but you know, that was just me. That was me. Jiggly, Manila, Caliente, Luzon. When Mama Pal threw in that joke with, you know, who would you make over? And you were thinking, and then she said Manila Luzon, the way my breath was removed from my body, and I proceeded to die and then reawaken in the same breath. I was gagged. I know Manila can receive that in good fun, but I was gagged. I've never seen Jiggly with this kind of hairstyle before, so I was kind of cacked about it. And I was like, okay, work, bitch. This is a pop. This is a bop. But next week, Jiggly will be at her full supreme because that wig is nasty next week. Oh, next week is gonna be pee. I love the Manila joke. Raho, I appreciate you this season. I definitely sense a difference in you. You made sure to give a critique on somebody and they needed it. But like, I see you this season, sir, and I raise you a glass and I say, cheers. You're giving your critiques, but you're not going the level that you did last season. I see you saw and you understand, and we're wiping that plate clean. Yeah, we're wiping that plate clean because I was proud of him today. Even with the critique he gave, it was like, okay, yeah, I agree. He ain't lying. He didn't say nothing wrong. So I was here for it. I enjoyed his comedy today. He knows what's up. Keep that bag, sir. You know what's up. Gloria Diaz, legendary out there. I believe the Miss Universe. She was the first Miss Universe from Philippines. Is that right? Help me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tango Foxtrot, were you in the military by any chance? Only reason I asked that is because I was in the military and I was in Fox Company. And my brother was in Delta. Well, yeah, military boot camp. Excuse me. You say Manila, but the real Manila doppelganger is Mitsu Beshe. I have to look them up. Can I do that real quick? Boop, 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 boop. When I typed in their name, Google just gave me Mitsubishi. That's not what I... My God. It still didn't. I'm trying to separate it. Please. Can I just, oh my God. I'll look it up later if it ends up being a problem. Oh, here we go. Nope, this is so not the page. And the first thing I see is a very uh-uh. That's not them. That's not them. I don't want to tell you what I saw. That wasn't them. That wasn't them. Hey, thank you for the super sticker. I'm so sorry I missed this earlier. I feel like I missed it. My bad, babes. My bad. My bad. Oh. Someone has a screen name like that on Twitter, and they had some really they had some really kind of fucked up pinned tweet about doing something to themselves. So thank you, because what I saw on the other app was like, who is this? Who is this? Because I typed it in, that's their name, but that's not their screen name. So I was like, this is who they're talking about. The first comment was some weird shit. I was like, oh, please tell me that's not who this is. Thank you. Oh, this is the one. Oh, this is the. Oh, I remember y'all were telling me there is one person. Who was it? Someone. Oh man, I gotta go back to the chat. But like a while ago, when we were talking about guest judges that were problematic, and we were talking about Miss Mama who did Wakanda Forever, y'all told me we were gonna get the lady who was transphobic. Oh, okay. Oh, this is the one. Oh, okay. So was she not able to see Cat, Miss J So, and Bernie up there? Did Bernie winning burn her? Like, what happened? Really? Oh, she doesn't approve of them competing in Miss Why? Why? What's wrong with them competing in Miss Universe? Miss Universe. Woman. Girl. See, you know where I was going with that. And Karen and Jiggly sitting right there, right? Like, you need to stop, Christian. Not in a suit. Don't read her in a suit. Not deliver lunch packs on set. Let that go. Oh, girl. Her reasoning is there. Oh, so because there's what? Okay. And single moms? Oh my God. Like, okay, I'm sorry, but can someone pull up the statistics on me now about single mothers compared to married women? I'm like, at this point, I'm kind of like, uh, yeah, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's not give her any more time on my screen. Pew pew. No, that's not fun. Girl, what is going on? What in the lemon is happening on this good Sunday? Thursday. Are those Mardi Gras beads in the front? Like, Mama Pow. Icy spicy. I thought I was going to hear a really lackluster rhyme, and I was waiting for Priyanka to show up behind her and they were going to give us some music. Beach. And you know I saw it too. Whoever tagged me, God bless you. Thank you. Thank you for tagging me in that tweet. Thank you. I really wanted to watch it. And she didn't say anything wrong. Whatever Eva the Queen said, nothing wrong. Not a single goddamn thing. Nothing wrong. This is a whole white woman up here. And to my white ladies, that ain't nothing against you. You know who this is. That's your cousin. She might as well be a backup. She's about to give us the Eras tour. Mama Pal, I can't wait for the 1989 remaster. I can't wait. She looked better 2 episodes ago. in my opinion. She looked better 2 episodes ago. Those are Mardi Gras beads in the front. That's a regular skirt in this top. I can't get into it. I want to like it a lot. I want to be there for her. No shade to the designer. No shade to anything else to do with her hair, makeup, none of it. None of it. I've seen her eat, and this isn't eating. She's nibbling. This is a nibble. It's a nice little treat. She's chewed before. She's eaten and devoured, and I don't know. Maybe the blonde's not for me with Mama Pat. If that's what she wants to do, pop off. That's her thing, right? I like her with a little deeper hair. That's all. That's all. Mm, it's not for me. It's a lot of pee. It's giving urinal cake energy, and I just can't do it. That Donna, it's Mardi Gras beads. I'm telling you, showed her titties and got a whole stack on top. You had to do a lot that night during Mardi Gras, didn't you? Just go to Bourbon Street on a regular weekend. They still throw beads. Mm-mm. I like her eyebrows though. I think this is fine. It's not severe, but it's fine. The hair washes her a little bit, and this yellow doesn't do what it needs to do. That's all. She's channeling Donatella. That's adorable. All right, moving forward into the looks today for twinning the sequel here. Ovi Khan and Carmen De La Rue. I would take Angelina Jolie before Donatella because Donatella's got lines in her face. Like if she was making over one of the Golden Gays and they was giving that same outfit, we can then say Donatella. But I'll keep Angelina Jolie. What version of her? Eternals. The blonde. Yep, the blonde. The Eternals. Yeah, I'll keep that. I was proud of Carmen for walking. I was proud of Ovi for serving, but I was proud of Carmen for eating this up. I love how they did. Everybody walked really great. It was pretty good. Like something. I just was happy everybody was pushing on the stage, but also everyone had a heel. Everyone had a heel. I was like, come on, Madonna was pushing in a heel. I love it. I loved it. It was Ovi, but it also was a little nice. She had to give her a dress moment. Like, I love the gold and the silver, the juxtaposition, the full bit of it all. Like, I don't know if y'all noticed that the hair on Mama in the gold, Carmen was over to the left while Ovi's was pushing to the right. So that way, when they stood next to each other, either the hairs are going to move in or they're going to be pushed away. That's really good. It's great. So I was here for it. I was happy, and Ovi was perfect partner for Carmen. Perfect, perfect. They served it down. Arizona Brandy and Tequila Sunrise. Gotta love them. Gotta love them. Gotta love them. I think that listen, honey, Tequila Sunrise, aka Madonna, 90 something years old, pushing in a heel. Honey, she was giving me more than bump of love. Oh, she was shuffling them shoes. I didn't care. I didn't care. I was like, that's right, bitch. You better shuffle the fuck on through here. Now, you low key ate Arizona up because I hated Arizona's Nude Illusion in the center and the way it was not corseted at all. Like it was very, like I didn't care for it. The can of biscuits was popping. But the overall look in the makeover, which is what I'm looking at today, was perfect. It was great. I thought it was lovely. I just hated that Nude Illusion. This part here. Ugh. I was like, no, that was not my favorite. But I thought she did a really good job with Tequila Sunrise over here. I said even the little lemon earrings was cute. That's gorgeous. Is she the oldest queen to grace Drag Race Kingdom? I don't know. We'll have to wait on Drag Race statistics, otherwise known as set her aside for those facts. Excuse me, I need to eat. Rimmer Rule over here got some food. That breakfast you got me burping, sister. That's my indication that I need food. If I start to burp and I haven't eaten anything, that's my body saying we're making room. Hurry up and put something in there. Bernie and Emparing. Emparing. There we go. Bernie and Emparing. There we go. There we go. Feel like Serena Williams. Come on. Now, when she pushed out and reminder, Miss Mama, I said, oh, listen. The girls gave pageant energy. This was pageant out. This straight up beauty queen pageant. I almost enjoyed this more because they did it in front of Miss I don't see trans women and single mothers competing in a pageant. Now that y'all gave me and graced me with that tea, I kind of live even more now that they did beauty queen and they did pageant. I kind of live. I very, very, very much live that they did that. In her face, I kind of live. Let me find out Birdy did that on purpose. No, I'm playing. She had no idea. I kind of live. I kind of live for how they did it. The dresses fit wonderfully. Miss Mama looks really good. Emparing looks really good. Good. But I gotta look at burning this gold, honey. Oh, Bernie was eating. Yeah, a lot of them were performers though, Wayne, and a lot of them talked about it. I think hers was like more in line with what Bernie does as well. But yeah, some of the other ones were also previous, not paper dolls now, because Mama was on the billboard, she was on the board, but like some of the other girls had a little experience too. You could tell, especially with Jade's individual here. But yeah, she definitely had a lot more experience than the other ones for sure. Is it sad I'm just now getting the joke? Uh, I was wondering why Mama Pal laughed, and now I know why. And now I know why even more because now that I've said it several times and it's in my head, yes, it was totally a play on that. Hannah Beshe and Mitsu Beshe. Matthew. I am so mad at me. I'm an idiot. Oh my goodness. Mitsu Beshe. Oh. God, help me, Jesus, Lord Almighty, grant me, please. Yes, I know, Wade. I'm just saying, initially, I didn't clock it. And then when we were just talking about it, I'm like, well, only Mitsubishi's popping up. So I think I got the wrong name. Yo. It's yeah, let's hurry this. I gotta film another reaction. I haven't even picked up MK1 today. I got the game, premium edition. I haven't even played it yet. I'm losing my shit. I haven't played it once today. Do you know how hard that is for me, a gamer? I was trying to get my work done. I said, let me finish this first. I also had to clean the house today. I was like, I need to make sure my home looks like I give a damn about my life, and I need to get this work done. But after this, once I'm done with that reaction, I'm getting me some food. I'm sitting down and I'm doing fatalities. Okay. I want to see some blood. Hannah, see, that makes me like Hannah even more. Like, that bitch is clever. You're saying this is the Manila doppelganger? Ooh. Why would you say that? Why would you do that? Oh my goodness. That's for y'all. That's not for me. Not me taking that time. I blow my nose. The weather's changing over here, and so my sinuses are doing what they always do whenever it stops being 110 degrees every day, and now it's a high of 89 and raining often. Texas. So this, absolutely not. maybe this was meant to be for a different kind of a look where it would have stretched out and gave a little bit more of a body. So I'm assuming that was the take on it. But how it looks on her right now, I would have thought that she was split in half and this ace bandage is around her now, holding her together. Better yet, this is the alternate ending to Signs. And instead of her being pinned by the car, they got her out and then wrapped her up. And she still told him to swing. Who knew the aliens were afraid of water? Mm-mm-mm. Well, how would that make sense that they were on the planet anyways, M. Night Shyamalan, if water also is in our... Okay, let me be quiet. Let me be... Nah, yeah. I started talking about a whole movie. Yo, I'm thinking about it now. So, like, the aliens could never be in Texas because it's like humid. Like, how would they be able to be there if there's moisture in the air? And it's what? Okay, be quiet, Matt. Okay, keep on moving. Now I'm starting to break down a movie that I liked, and it's now I'm sounding stupid. So here we go. They did a good job, though. I enjoyed the way they played it. They were little gossipy queens, and they got their little 60s do with the pearls and the full bit. I enjoyed it. I also thought those cucumber shades were cute too that she had on in the beginning. So I was here for their look. It was great. I like that movie. Now I'm starting to think. Doesn't sound so great anymore. M. Night Shyamalan, for crying out loud. Captivating cat and captivating meow meow. I hate to say it, but cat, why not puss? I'm fine with the meow meow, but bitch, low key. I said she missed the right opportunity to do captivating puss. That would have been it. Crash. Hold on. Captivating Eartha Kitt. God bless America. Captivating Diana Ross, captivating Diane Carroll. Listen, they went from mahogany to Xenon 21st century girl. Okay. Ooh, wait. Oh. 21st century girl, still keeping it black. You're fucking for that Willow Smith read. Okay, listen, we'll move forward. Too weird. Shut up. Oh, that's a new little high tone alert for me. New friend silver, old friends gold. You know what? I used to hate that song, but I gotta tell you, All Star 7 made me love the fuck out of that one. I was happy to hear it for the runway. But they still deserved a better beat. They still did, but the song is cute now. Captivating LaBelle. Hey, come on. Let's talk about the looks. Now, Mama Pal, why did you say the hot oil treatments? I heard you, bitch. That was one of the funniest moments to me because they still have the hair wraps on. They're like, okay, we're from the future now, but they still kept the turbans on. So it was like, huh? It's like, who was the boss? 21st century girl. I do what I like. And then it's, don't touch my hair. So Solange Knowles over here, right? But then we have these wigs. And it was a moment. She had a lot of reveals. There was a gun. Like, what is happening? Like, I gotta love Cat for that. She's gonna do a show. She's gonna do a lot in these moments here. Okay. So now it set it off. She shot at the judges. She did 2 black Matthew, let's move forward. She encompassed black cinema and black music all the same. I'm playing. It was a good makeover. I'm calling it what it was. It was a good makeover. It was not what I would expect for her. I'm going to be honest and say that this does not make not one goddamn bit of lick of sense on this body. But the makeup was right, and the wig, Tinseltown as it was good for her to do. Everything upstairs was great. She looked good. Yeah. Jade Boob. It's like Jade Boobso and Chloe Boobso. Is that how it went? It's boobs. Okay. Now I want to tell Jade she is very lucky this week because while their, Golden Gate was fine, this outfit was crazy. I didn't know if I was looking at Mrs. Garrison's titties from the first time they got surgery and they walked in. Hello, fellas. I didn't know what was happening. Like 2 golf balls thrown in there. I didn't know if that was Caitlyn Jenner's like Vanity Fair photo shoot. I didn't know what was that. Look at the separation between church and state. A wide divide. Moses is going to get his people across the way. Do you understand me? Abraham, Isaac, Abednego. Like, maybe that's Tom Green's left testicle that ran away. And listen, I love her, and I think she made the face look good. I thought she looked nice there, but like when they separated, when I tell you, I didn't know what was going on. Maybe it was like Schoolhouse Rock, and they were about to sing a song, and they were about to bounce on some words. Like maybe that's what was gonna. I'm a bill. I'm on Capitol Hill. I didn't know we were about to bounce on some words. We were supposed to sing about government finances. I said, what is happening? But I'm glad that the baby liked it. I think Mama Pow was shady by asking her golden gal, do you like this outfit? I thought they were very nice today. And I'm okay with that. They were very nice today. Crash, I give a super chat. It's giving Peter as Mrs. Garrett's bus. Girls, girls, girls. Oh, that's a throwback to when Family Guy was so funny. I watched it recently. There was a couple of chuckles, but it's just not the same. You would have told me this was something else. Have y'all seen that show Oblongs? Please tell me you've seen the show Oblongs. I don't even have to say anything else, huh? Isn't that the mom with the one? Yep. I love the mother. It's given her because she had like that one center breast. That's it. It was just in the middle. I gotta watch that show. Is it streaming anywhere? I have to watch that again. Oh my god, that show was so funny. For those of you who don't know, the WB had that show. The WB. It was like when they were competing against like the Sunday night like cartoons that like Fox would have, like The Simpsons and King of the Hill and all that. So Oblongs was like WB's version of their animation like moment, right? Child, that show. Child, that show. It's on. Please tell if it's on Max. I'm gonna be so happy. I will be binging that after Mortal Kombat today. Listen, Daniel Q, thank you so much for the tippy poo. I appreciate you, babes. This episode was lovely and very emotional. It was. It was super emotional. I love it. It's on Tubi for free. I'm afraid to get to Tubi. I'm afraid to touch Tubi, a Braff waffle, because I've heard, I saw the Claudia Jordan movie where she shot those people and how cheap it looked. It's like all the people who had their work and they said the movies were never going to be put anywhere, they're on Tubi. They're like, Netflix wouldn't take us, Paramount Plus, nobody would take us. Amazon wouldn't feel it, but Tubi, all of our work can be shown. I would like to also add Peacock to that list because they have a couple of Tubi related movies on there as well that are horrible. Listen. Did I put these in the wrong order? Where is my... Oh, I forgot to put the picture. Okay. So let me just talk about it. There was a lot of... Well, Jackie's Back is still free on YouTube, Jazzy. So I wouldn't be surprised that Jackie's Back is on there. But I also own Jackie's Back. So, like, I own my copies. I got the DVD, baby. But it was they gave nothing but nice compliments today with the Golden Gals. There was light critiques here and there, but I thought that was what was going to happen, because it just didn't feel like this was an episode where we need to drag somebody, or we needed to go in and be like, oh girl, that's it didn't read that quality of, you had this Golden Gate and you were supposed to make them look pretty. It was supposed to be like a celebration episode and a feel good episode. So I didn't see anybody going home, but I was prepared for it if it happened. Now, what did take place though, is we see these babies here. Adrian, thank you for the tippy poo, Adrian. Love you, my spiritual brother. All my love back to you. Thank you so much, baby. I appreciate you, Adrian. But when Ovi got up there, it got emotional and was talking, and then Jade got really emotional, and she was feeling guilty about her mother, who was diagnosed with cancer, and she was going through chemo and wishing she had been there for her more, and more present in taking care of her during her low days, not just for doing one thing. It was very relatable. All of this was very, it was a lot. I cried like a bitch this episode. I did. I just was sobbing. It was a lot to take in. I thought of my family. I thought of my grandmother, my mama. It was a lot to take in. A lot to take in. So I was really here for it. And I appreciated everybody being so vulnerable this episode. But then when they're told, like the majority of them are told that they're safe. And they're all looking at each other like, what? Except for Bernie and Ovi. And it's like, I'm sorry, are we in the bottom? Like, because nobody said that no one's going home. And it's the way Mama Pow is such a troll with how she words everything. Very like, well, I'm sorry, my queens, but no one is going home. Nobody's going home. That's right, mijas. Top 2. All right. Surprise. That's how she does. I'm literally doing her surprise. Yes. No one's going home today. All right. So now you two are the top 2 and you're lip syncing for the win. I'd be sitting over there like, I'd be so over Mama Pow. She'd be doing that to me on stage. Like, bitch, if you don't tell me what's going on, I have a bad heart. All right. So listen, the girls set themselves up for the lip sync. They're about to go ahead and perform and give it the best that they got. Bernie was giving already the stance of, I'm about to eat this up, but also Ovi was in her point position. Now, I assumed we were going to get a good show. But then when they said who the artist is, and Bernie's like, that's the whole reason for my name. Bernie comes from Bernie. I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ovi, you did a good job today. I know you're going to watch this later. Hey, friend, you did a good job today. I thought you did really good. And I enjoyed what you gave, even though you removed your bib and it was bare chested. It reminded me of a Milan contestant from a certain season where every time they lip sync, they reminded us that, nah, don't be confused. Okay. And also, I want to give you credit though, because Milan went a step further and removed the wig, so no illusion was given at all. It was giving an episode of Reno 911 and Jonesy and them got to arrest somebody. You kept your wig on. Now, this is where I have to give the light for it, because I did love what Ovi did, but Bernie was... She knew every fucking word. She knew that song down. It is the camera work for me. Drag Race Philippines, this was the highest moment for me this season. And this is why this is now my favorite episode this season over the drama. And I'm not talking about Untucked today, y'all. No shade there, but I knew it was going to be another emotional roller coaster for me, so I had to let that go. But this is the best camera work they have done in all of Drag Races, and I say it now. This was some of the best camera work. They need to do this for all the performances immediately, because it was the way we saw it go from Bernie to Ovi, who was getting ready, and then the camera pans here, and all of a sudden it starts to go across. And this is where we give Bernie and Ovi credit for understanding the camera is moving. So operate with the camera, but don't give it too much time. This is my issue with Dahlia Sen during her season. Remember when she had the lip sync and she just kept staring at the camera? It's like, but you're lip syncing to the judges, not us as an audience. You're lip syncing to the judges. Giving a moment to the camera is different because you're playing to us, but you're playing back to who you're fighting for. And it's a win. So the stakes aren't who's going home, it's who's going to take this money. This was perfect. When Bernie pointed and then the time, oh my God. I screamed because I'm like, oh, she knows what the fuck is this. It's boom, boom, boom. And she's in this camera eating it up, eating that camera up, y'all. And then it's going, Birdy, you were pig, sister. And that's a good thing for the girls out there. They ask you questions. That Matty-Rants guy, he talks a whole lot of gibberish. What does peeing mean, honey? That means you went on stage and you gave it everything. Peed. You gave it everything. It was right. Peed on that stage. Woo! Ovi, you were fine. I enjoyed it, but it was something about bird. It was something about the bird. Ovi, I'm gonna talk about your split because I'm happy that your puss hit the ground, but you want to know why I'm even more happy? Because that wasn't the time that you should have done it, but you did do it at the right time because when you repositioned yourself on the beat, did you catch this? She moved her legs, boom, 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 face forward. I was like, oh my God, they're fighting. I love it. This is the lip sync. This is the lip sync. Do you see what I'm saying here? And look at where Ovi is in that camera. Look at where Birdy is in the camera because it's zooming in that direction and you want to catch it right at the part. Oh, they were cutting up. I loved it. 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 This part right here. Give him a kiss and a hug and a boom and a turn. Oh, Jade was screaming in the back, like, yeah. Like, it was right, y'all. Like, it was very, very good. It was very good. Best episode this season, calling it now. Untucked, we can talk about. That's different. Best episode of the season, best lip sync so far for me. For sure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I watched two people who I live and breathe for have to lip sync today, and it was not for any stakes to go home, and they were fucking it up. And that's not even to go home. That's to just win some money, which, yes, not even some money. 80,000 pesos, bitch, I'm about to eat. Bernie said, who need this fucking wig, bitch? Bernie! Bernie said, who need this fucking wig? Give you my real motherfucking hair, bitch. Look at these inches. Yow. Natural hair in this full gown was pink, honey. Pink. I was like, Bernie. Birdy. No, not a lot of girls can do that. Pull off a wig and give natural hair and it still give you what you need. Not a lot of people can do that. That, honey, I'm telling you this right now, that is talent. That is charisma. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it right now. September 14th, 6:36 p.m., Houston, Texas. I want Bernie to win this season. I like everybody. I want Bernie to win this season. I have not been disappointed, not once. I need her to win. Bitch, when there is this motion, she went from here. And then she spun and flew her dress around and got to her knees. The fabric was still in motion while she's on a next move and utilized it in that moment. Ovi, if you didn't think that you won at the beginning or the middle, this was the part that solidified Birdy's win. I'm just going to tell you that right now. The fabric has come down, and as it's coming down, wow, and I'm like, ah. You know I had to zoom in. You know I had to zoom in. There's no way I was going to do a wide shot for that. Zoom, bitch. We're not done. And it's her flipping to this position with and again, natural hair. That sucker's up. She flew that bitch. It's right. That is not an herbal essence. Honey. That's some good product in her hair. Now, God bless you, Ovi. And I know this part right here was cute, but I was like, I said, no, she peed. It's too bad. God bless you, baby. She peed. You did good too. But Bernie's that girl. I need to see her perform again, and very often. I hate that I don't live in the Philippines. I'd be at O-Bar just to see her perform often. She'd be tipped all the time. Yeah, I needed this episode. Yeah, Wayne, I needed it. I needed it. Because I've been watching like, damn, she's so close. Damn, she's so close. Damn, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? She's my pick. I like all of them. I really do. I think this is a great cast, but I fucking love that bitch. Bernie is that girl. That lip sync soul. That was my last thing I needed to see her do. And I'm like, oh my God, she is amazing. Oh, now look at Mama Pow this week compared to the previous week when she was looking at what we had to witness with the I Bring the Beat. That's a pleased mother. That's a pleased mother. Look, Miss Mama over here, you know, that yes, baby. I want, listen, she's over there entertained now. Oh wow, I got her. I got the screenshot. You know I did, because that was so cute. And that was, I forget, someone in the back, no one's going home, bitch. Okay, because they was paid. Oh, bring Bernie's for a lip sync assassin. If they ever brought her to the States for an All-Stars for an assassin, put her up against George's, give her like someone as tiny as her. Oh, please. I need two tiny girls on the set one of them days where they can just buck it out. Like, oh, it'd be so good to go. One's going to dance and one's going to eat. But listen, Bernie won the Maxi Challenge. That's 80,000 pesos in her pockets. It is deserved. It is deserved. It is super deserved. And it's when we, you know, Ovi's going to the back, thank you and all that kind of stuff. And it's Bernie's realization, oh my God, the mini challenge, the maxi challenge, I won both. That's 100K pesos. And you earned it, Bernie. You earned it, baby. Didn't she win the maxi challenge for her individual episode too? When they were doing the groups, remember when they were separated? Didn't Bernie win the second episode? Because she was in the second group, right? Oh, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. That's right. She's giving half of that to the Golden Gaze. That's right. I thought that was also really sweet too. I was like, damn. Honey, do you hold on, Drag Race Philippines? I don't know what you filmed for that finale, but for her not for her wanting to split that money. I mean, you ask for the categories of a queen. Like, 2 wins with Cat and 2 with Bernie, so they're tied currently right now. Arizona has 1. Yes, Arizona has 1. No. Arizona has 1, Cat has 2, Bernie has 2, and then Jade has none, Ovi has none, and Hannah has none. Damn. Rumors say it's a live finale. Oh God, I hope so. Oh God, I hope so. Y'all, this was a fun one. This one made me smile. It's very Smiling Friends, but without the chaos that happened in the beginning, and then you finally smiled. This was honestly a very, very, very feel-good episode. Yeah, Arizona won the first one, Bernie won the second one, and then in between, I don't think it's a live finale either, but if they end up doing that, that'd be so much better. Now, next week, hey, pit crew, we didn't see you today, but guess what? Didn't I say y'all need some shoes? I see sandals on your feet, good sir. I feel like that was my doing. I asked for these babies to have shoes. I asked this baby to have shoes. I'm glad we got shoes. Have them motherfuckers walk around barefooted trying to get them a little tetanus shot. And I got my tetanus shot, to be preventing tetanus for the next 5 years. I can still feel it. Oh, I can still feel it. Anywho. Seems we have a branding challenge next week. Pangina Heels is the guest judge, and I'm so one of my favorite people in the entire universe. And I'm going to be wearing my Pangina shirt that day. I'm going to be wearing my Pangina shirt that day. I love it. She looks so fucking good. She looks so good. So good. And Jiggly, this is the top tier for me. I don't know what the rest of this outfit looks like, but this wig is chewing. It is devouring. This wig is giving me life. I can't wait to see the rest of the outfit. The mug is eating, stamping, repeat. Oh, I was like, oh my, they're kind of chewing this episode. She was going in, and I want to know who she was going off on, or not even really going off, but being like, girl, like pick your shit up. So I'm excited to see what that is. But I will take this. I will take it. An Avatar reference. I will take it. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you for being here today, for the super chats, for the tippy poos, for the conversations, for all of the love. I thank you so very much. So very much. The like button before you walk out that door. Get in the comment section and tell me what you thought about this episode, your favorite moments from the Golden Gaze, from the twinning, the sequel, excuse me, and your thoughts on the lip sync. I'd love to hear it in the comment section. Now, if I can get 200 likes on the video, I can get per like a comment for the algorithm or anything you want to say that's not an attack on me. Thanks for tuning in. I love y'all so much. I got to finish Drag Race Brazil. I just got to the runway. Yes, tomorrow, Melazine, I'm gonna go in on you, little Miss Sparkle. Can we not cheer for others in a certain regard when we're doing a lip sync? I know we're not over here putting stipulations on us being Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow because I was like, I'm not even done reacting to the show. I'm just like, and it was Organza. I know you're talking to me, so just say it to me then. Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait. Dressed up like a fucking Eeyore looking ass and want to. I said it's gonna suck if you go home because I haven't seen who goes home yet. So I'm like, it would be hilarious that she said and requested all that, and then she goes home that day. So we'll see. Anywho, I gotta finish that. I gotta get some food. I love y'all. I appreciate the support, regardless of everything and anything that happens here today. I send my love and I send my well wishes to you. I will see you Friday and Saturday for 2 different reviews. You already know we do Saturday mornings with Down Under. And of course, tomorrow it'll be an afternoon show for Brazil. Brazil. No panel this Sunday, so don't expect a show, but there may be a video. You'll see. Anyhow, I didn't do the eyebrows right. Okay. Bye to all my Filipinos out there. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope you have a great rest of your day because I know it was the morning when you were tuning in right now. So I'm like, have a great rest of your day if you're going to work, going to school, whatever you're doing. Wait, it's a Saturday over there? They may have school. Yeah. Have a good day, whatever you're doing. Everybody else across the pond, everybody in the States. It's time to go. Yeah. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Listen.
Yeah.